Got a giant. I have a giant. Oh, it's a giant. Got him. Big it. Got him. That's what happens when you try to be a nice guy.
Good morning, everybody. I hope you are doing well. Welcome back to the channel. I'm so excited about today's video because I am on one of my favorite lakes of all time in the beautiful mountains of Western North Carolina. And here's the deal. Today, I am going to challenge myself with 5 fish for 20 pounds. Now, I know what you're thinking. There's no one in the parking lot. Should be easy. But the water here is, I think, high 30s, low 40s. The bite has been tough. I hadn't been out here in a while. I do truthfully feel like I know what's going on or what they should be doing because I guided on this lake for over a decade. But obviously, things can change. I don't know if you can hear the wind behind me, but it's pretty windy. So we've got some nominal conditions, not fantastic. And then everything I use today will be down in the description of this video like they are in every video. The goal, like I said, is 5 fish for 20 pounds. If I do not accomplish the goal today, 2 subscribers that comment on this video will get a bait pack. I will send you the bait of whatever I catch the biggest fish today on. So 2 subscribers that comment down below will get a chance to win 2 of the baits that I catch my biggest fish on today. And then even if I do get my goal, I still might do that. So anyways, I'm about to launch the boat and see if we can get after it and catch some studs. Let's do it.
All right, well, we are pulling up to our first spot. The wind is rolling, which is really key. I think it helps break up the light, and I think the fish get way more active when it's windy. We have a dropping barometer today. That means the barometric pressure is going to be dropping, clouds are going to be moving in, and it's going to get warmer as the day progresses. So we kind of have a lot of things that are lining up. It's a wind out of the northwest, and then it's going to come out of the west and then the southwest by this afternoon, which is going to bring warmer air. There's going to be sunlight, which is going to make the water warm as well. Dropping barometer, less pressure, the fish should eat. So there's a lot of things that are like lining up for a good bite now, but a better bite as the day progresses. So I'm taking note of that. So a lot of times, you know, I'm like, all right, I'm going to pull into, you know, my #1 area or first couple areas and just kind of look for fish and see what's going on. Is there bait present? Or is there some fish that are on isolated cover? Are they suspended? Are they roaming? Anyways, before we drift in, I'm gonna start making some casts. Starting out with a jerk bait, a provoke from 6th Sense. Hadn't even scoped up there to see if there's any fish. Not that I'm super concerned about it. You know, this is a unique point, wind blowing into it. You can kind of see the isolated boulder around it. Oh no, no. Got him. Not a big one. If it's even a bass, a big old yellow perch. I had a really nice bass chasing it. And then I guess this guy saw the bass chasing it and was like, I want to do some cannibalistic action. Perch are crazy. There you go, yellow perch. Fish #1. I'm blowing opportunities. I just had a huge school of smallmouth, like 10 smallmouth fly up off out of the grass after my little minnow. And I was reeling it, pulling it away from him. I felt it mush up. I set the hook, pulled it away, and then they kind of got burned. So I know there's a big school there, but man, I got to clean it up. It's not great. Got him. Big one. Wow, he flew out of, there's a tree right there. Oh, he does have it kind of sideways. He's still a big one. Yeah, exactly what we needed to start our bag today. God, look how he got that, dude. That's that Milliken flasher color. Jerk bait. Oh, his bright red lips. Oh, nice. Here we go, guys. Fish number one. Look at that. Jerk bait right in his mouth. That's that Milliken flasher. It looks a lot like a yellow perch if you're in really New York, the Midwest, Great Lakes, even the Carolinas and these highland reservoirs, Smith Mountain Lake in Virginia, anywhere where there's yellow perch, 3 pounds and an ounce. So first fish, 3-pounder, I'll take it. You know, they say bright red lips means they're eating crawdads, but I just think it's what happens when it's cold because my lips get red when it's cold. But anyways, 3-pounder, jerk bait, nice fish. I'll take it. That was an awesome bite. It was hooked on the side of its face. When I first locked up on it, I'm like, dude, I think that's a giant, but that's good. That was a good way to start for first fish of the morning. Oh, that wasn't a fantastic cast by any stretch of the imagination. Got him. I don't know how big it is. It doesn't feel super big. Feels like a decent fish. Boat flip him. There you go, fish number 2. Not a giant. I'm gonna need to get the pliers for that guy. He's a little fella. We're seeing quite a few of them. I say we're seeing a bunch of them, but we're seeing quite a few of them. This fish probably 1.5 pounds. 1.5 pounds on the dot. 1 pound, 1 pound, 8 ounces. Oh. All right, we got 4.5 pounds with 2. Now we just need 3 5-pounders. 5 and change pounders. I don't know how big it is. Not a bad one. I got it sideways. Nice. A little better. He's a blind fish. Those are the ones that I have to catch, the blind ones. Man, cold. Water 42 degrees. A little bit bigger than the last one. I'll tell you what, we're not on pace for 20, which means probably gonna be giving away some lures. Oh, way bigger than the last one I just caught. 1 pound, 12 ounces. There you go, guys. 1 3/4 pounder on that green flasher, is what it's called. I'm telling you, it looks just like a dang yellow perch. All right, we got 6 1/4 pounds. Now we need 2 7s. That's asking a lot out of this lake. We'll just keep culling up through the day, I think, though. Got a giant. I have a giant. Oh, it's a giant. It might be a catfish. Wouldn't even surprise me if it was. But it was in a brush pile. Could be a freaking just mega giant bass. Coming up like a bass. Oh man, it's a bass. At least I think it was. Come on, stay out of that cover. I have light line. 6th Sense Ozzie right here. Oh, maybe it's a catfish. Giant bass. Oh my God. Barely have him. Nice, hit pretty good. Oh my gosh. That is an absolute toad for this pond. 6th Sense Ozzie bait, guys. Right freaking there, corner of his mouth. Look at that. That's the 6th Sense Ozzie. I got some bad sun behind me. Let me turn us. That is a freaking toad right there. I just literally said you can't rely on monster bites in this place. All right, here we go. 6 pounds, 2 ounces. 6'2". Oh man, what a freaking tank. Stoked. I just literally said you cannot rely on bites like that, and then of course, wouldn't you know it, I got one. All right, let's get it back right here. Oh. Look at that giant bass. Oh, sick. We have some better light now, but that is what it ate. Pro Blue Red Pearl, Ozzie, 1/4 ounce tungsten head, and it tore it up pretty good. So I'm gonna get another one, but that's the bait right there, man. Really natural looking bait for these herring fish. Sunny, I like something that has a, you know, kind of a two-tone color, dark blue back and kind of that pearly white silvery belly. Real natural looking in this clear water. My thought is it'd be nice to catch a big smallmouth. I mean, if I can get a 4, that would give us 16, but with 2 1.5ers, which means I would think I just need 2 3s to cull them out. Got him. I don't know how big it is. It feels decent. No scope, baby. No scope jerk baiting. Good largemouth. Or probably a 2 and change. 2 and change. There you go, green flasher, 6th sense, silent, provoke. First cast on this point. Fish number 5. Should give us about 15 pounds. 12.7. I don't think this one's 2.5. It's gonna be close, but I think he's probably 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. 2 pounds, 3 ounces. So we've got 14.5 with really what I would consider at least 3 fish to cull. We've got a 1.8, a 1.12, and a 2.3 we need to get rid of. But there you go, jerk bait and no scope, baby. Just pulling up where the wind is blowing into, making a cast, just knowing, hey, it's sunny, there's isolated rock, there's grass, there's perch, there's probably bait, firing a cast. You don't need live scope for that. Let's start culling for some big ones now. All right, y'all, well, I fished for about 30 minutes since my last fish and no bites. I've seen a couple, nothing really aggressive. Like I said, I think I actually have a little pattern dialed in. The problem is the size is hit or miss, right? I've caught a 6 and a 3, which are really nice, but I've also caught some dinks. But anyways, I think I'm gonna try to run this pattern. And if you wanna know what it is, you can go over to fishtips.com where I will outline exact areas, approach, everything. Obviously, a lot of people think they can watch the videos and go out and duplicate it. And sometimes it's that easy. I assure you, most of the time it's not that easy. There's fine nuances. But anyways, we're gonna make a little move and run that pattern that I think I've got them dialed in. We're really close. I need a 4 and 2 3s, which shouldn't be that crazy, but you never know. Might get tough on us. Got him. Not a bad one. Had that jerkbait in the water forever. That's crazy. But I literally just let the wind drift me in line to where I needed to be and just kept snapping that booger, and finally one shot off the bottom and grabbed it. Not a very big one. I don't think, like I said, I don't think it'll call. I need a 1.8 it needs to be. It's probably 1.6, 1.7. Yeah, buddy. This was a really small one compared to the other ones that were with him, but a perch nonetheless. Oh yeah. Just mashing on the perch now, bud. Oh my gosh, look how fat that is. Look how fat that perch is. Freaking chunk, dude. I should be taking these home to eat them. That is such a football. Oh, he just nibbled it. Got him. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's another fatty. Oh my God, look at that one, guys. Holy cow. Some absolute tank yellow perch. Oh, Those are like just perfect freaking eating size, man. Those are 13 and a half, 14 inches. Fat. I'll see how big it is. It's a good one, but I mean, it'll help us. Man, the first time I pulled up here was 4. I'm talking about, they all look like that giant I caught earlier. There's 4 of them sitting on top of that. 2-pounder, middle cola, 1.5-pounder. We got 15 even. It was 114. So just short of 2 pounds. It called a 1.8, but we're at 15 even. Man, we really need 2 just stud bites. You said you did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I catch them out there. I don't know what that was.
I did.
Oh, the rope's wrapped around the prop. That's what happens when you try to be a nice guy.
I preach to everybody about tying that rope off. Well, I didn't tie it off.
You want me to try to get back there and help you? Well, that kind of stunk. That fella stopped to tell me that he had just planted some brush out there on a spot that I really like that holds a lot of fish just naturally, how it has a contour and a little flat next to it. And then he threw his boat in reverse and his prop sucked up a rope. So valuable lesson learned. Make sure if you have loose ropes hanging off your boat, make sure that you keep them out the prop. You keep them on the boat or tied up or whatever you do with them. Keep them stored, but don't
Put it in reverse, Terry. Put it in reverse.
with the rope because it'll jack up your prop and you'll be up the creek. Thankfully, his co-worker there is helping him out and they got it fixed. I'm gonna switch colors on this booger here. Switching to one with a little bit of pho lash in it. Hashtag crappie. Oh. Yes, I think it's a toad. Yes. The switch. A lot of guys are like, I don't like that crappy colored Ozzie. I'm like, dude, it looks like a freaking shad. Oh yes. Oh yeah. No, don't come off. Stay pinned for me. Yes, not a giant, but 3 and change pounder. Got him. Yes. That's a good coal fish right there, baby. First cast with the crappy colored Ozzie. Results in a 3-poundy. Clear. I got a cull at 114. 2 3/4 again though. Oh wait, I had a cull of 112. So that's a full pound cull. 16 pounds now, son. There you go. Good fish right there. We'll take it. A little color switch. We're up to 16 pounds. The goal is 20. So I need to cull. I need 2 4-pounders in a bad way. If I can get 2 4-pounders, we'll be there. We'll see if we can make it happen. I know where some are living. All right, well, that is officially a wrap. I just got off the water. It's about 1:30. I want to go spend some time with the family this afternoon. I had about 6 hours to get it done, and I did not get it done. I did not end up getting my 20 pounds, which means 2 subscribers down in the comment section will win prize packs. I'm actually gonna end up giving away 1 jerkbait that I caught most of the fish on today, and then I'm gonna give away a pack of Ozzies because that's what ended up catching the 6-pound, 2-ounce stud I had. I'll be honest, once I caught that 6-pound, 2-ouncer, I really thought 20 pounds was guaranteed, sealed up, but the water temperature is just still so cold. There's so many fish that are, honestly, they're just in hiding. They are probably in 50 and 60 foot of water laying on the bottom, and I was not able to figure those ones out. So, yeah,
that was fun. Regardless, it was a little bit windy today, which made boat positioning a little tougher. And then obviously, you know, when you are using live scope in combination with wind and cast angles, everything, it can definitely make it a little tougher. But either way, I had a blast. I ended up with exactly 16 pounds. So I had a 6-pounder, a little over 6-pounder, and then 2 3s. And then I had 2 2s, yeah, and then a 6-pounder. So if I could have culled out the 2s with 4s, would have got the 20 pounds, would have hit the goal. But either way, it was a really fun day, and I had a blast enjoying time in God's creation. And hey, that was a little bit crazy what happened with that pontoon boat. That guy was trying to be super nice, like, hey, I just planted some brush, and he threw it in reverse. And when he did, he had loose rope off the back of his boat, and it got caught all up in his lower unit. And yeah, valuable lesson. Make sure anytime you have rope on the boat, make sure it's in your boat, it's stored away, it's wrapped around the cleats, something. You can really destroy your lower unit doing that. But anyways, was a really fun day. And heck yeah, guys, appreciate y'all. If you enjoyed the video today, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment like I said, and you might have a chance to win a prize pack. And then as always, subscribe. And yeah, till next time, we'll see you later.